You know how corporate slogans can feel like they're speaking a totally different language? Well, today we're gonna be decoders. I've got my hands on a corporate calendar, and get this, it's from the year 2026. And the branding, it tells this really fascinating story about where big companies and maybe even our own world is headed. So let's jump in and crack this code.
Okay, so this emblem right here, this is basically our puzzle box. Every little detail, every word, every part of the image, it's a clue. It's a clue about what this company is all about, what their mission is, and our job, well, it's to piece it all together and figure out the story they're trying to tell.
So first things first, where do we even start? Let's go with the name. I mean, that's the foundation of their whole identity, right? All right, here it is, Strategic Logistic Technologies LLC. Now, in the world of branding, you know a name like this is not an accident. No way. Every single one of those words was chosen for a reason. It's all about projecting a very, very specific image.
So let's really break this down. First up, strategic. To me, that sounds like high-level planning, thinking big, seeing the chessboard. Then you've got logistic. That's all about the nitty-gritty, managing complex systems, the how-to of getting things done efficiently. And finally, technologies. I mean, that one's pretty obvious, right? It's pointing straight towards innovation, towards the future.
So when you mash all of that together, what do you get? It's way more than just a name. It's basically a mission statement. They're telling us they're the master planners, the go-to guys for whatever complex, tech-driven future is coming our way. Okay, we've got the name figured out. Now let's dig into the slogan. And this is where things start to get, a little more abstract and honestly, a lot more interesting. So here's the slogan, Synergize the Braintrust. I know, it sounds like peak corporate jargon, right? Total buzzword bingo. But I think there's more to it here. It feels like it's not just a throwaway line, it's actually the core of their whole identity. So that brings us to the big question, doesn't it? Is this just empty marketing fluff, or is there actually a real, solid idea hiding behind all that jargon? Well, let's find out.
Okay, let's define our terms so we're all on the same page. A brain trust, that's basically a group of experts, your go-to advisors with specialized knowledge. And synergy, well, that's that magic that happens when a team just clicks. It's the idea that the combined result is way bigger than what each person could do on their own. Like 1 + 1 = 3.
And just look at how they show the brain trust visually. It's not just a picture of people sitting around a table. See all that circuitry? That's telling us something important. This isn't just about human intelligence. It's about human intelligence that's been amplified by technology. It's like a collective brain, but supercharged. So putting those two ideas together, Synergize the Braintrust becomes a kind of call to action. It really means taking the best of what humans can do, our expertise, our creativity, and merging it with technology to get results that are just extraordinary, something neither one could achieve on its own. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. We've cracked the name, we've unpacked the slogan, so for the final act, let's see how all of this gets pulled together right in their logo. So here we are, right back where we started. But now, when you look at this logo, you see it differently, don't you? It's not just some cool design anymore. It's their entire philosophy, their whole story packed into one single image. Zero in on the center for a second. You've got a handshake, right? The classic symbol for collaboration, for teamwork. But look closer. At the arms, they're made of circuits. That's it right there. That's the synergy they're talking about. That seamless connection between the human element and the technological one. And then, look right above that handshake. There's the brain trust. It's a brain, sure, but it's also a circuit board. This is the visual representation of that idea we were just talking about, that enhanced collective intelligence. It's literally right there. So in the end, the logo is telling a story. It's a story about human expertise and machine intelligence joining forces to create something new, something more powerful, a supercharged brain trust. It's their entire company ethos distilled into one really powerful symbol. And all of this kind of leaves us with one big final question to think about. I mean, we're heading into a future that's more and more powered by AI and automation, and seeing a company brand itself like this really makes you stop and think, what's the role of the human brain trust in all of this? In an age of intelligent machines, what's our truly irreplaceable value?